Hi there, welcome to Basic English class. In the previous lecture, I discussed about the noun phrase and prepositional phrase, but students were confused about whose and who is. Like who is written as whose. Students were confused about this whose and this whose. So I will elaborate what is the difference between whose and whose. Later, I will tell you how to use this whose in a question and in a simple sentence or in a noun phrase. The last example I had mentioned, the man whose car I hit last week sued me. Like the man actually sued me. So here is the explanation of the man whose car I hit last week till here. The man whose car I hit. It is simple, you can use this whose in any noun phrase. The man whose son I met. The lecture whose topic was interesting. The teacher whose teaching methodology was interesting. The lady whose leg was broken. The lady whose car was stolen. So in a noun phrase, you can use this whose as a simple connector. But in a question, it has different meaning. For example, whose bag is this? Here you have to use a question mark as well, because you are asking a question, whose bag is this? Like there is a bag in front of you and you are asking whose bag is this? I need to know the person who is the owner of this bag. Like who is the owner of this bag? That means whose bag is this? Whose car is this? Whose bag is in the room? In the last lecture we discussed about these prepositional phrases, so you can connect this whose with all these prepositional phrases as well. For example, whose bag is on the table, whose bag is at the door, whose bag is for this purpose, whose bag is from there, like any place, whose bag is from that particular market or that particular producer, the person who makes the bag. Whose bag is behind the tree? Whose bag is behind the tree? Whose bag is behind the tree? Now you've got two examples, like in question and in simple sentence. In simple sentence, it can be part of a noun phrase, like the student whose grades were not good. So here you are explaining about the student who had low grades. Second is question, whose grades are low? The teacher is asking whose grades are high, whose grades are low. The teacher is asking a question in the classroom. Whose notebook is this? Whose pen is this? Whose paper is this? So these are very simple questions. This whose is the short form of who is with an apostrophe. So don't mix it with the main word whose. Second thing, many of the students get confused about he's, like he is, or he has, like he's and he has. So I will tell you about these things later in the coming lectures, but today's topic is just about whose, and you can add who as well if you want to make example. Who are you? Who are you? Who is your brother? Who is your family? Who is there? Who is on the call? Who is at the door? Thank you very much for watching the video. If you like it, please share with your friends. Take care. Bye.